A pleasant good morning, children. It's me, Deepa from English department. So now we are going to start with the next academic year, 2020 to 21. So let us move on to the poem first. So the poem's topic is trees. So before entering into the poem, let us know who has written this poem. The poem is written by Sarah Coleridge. So here they did not give more details about the poet Sarah Coleridge. So we know about trees generally. So what are the trees we have? Coconut tree, palm tree, neem tree, many trees we are having. So it plays a vital role in our day-to-day life because it gives fresh air, and also the trees consist of many parts like branches, twigs, and also stem, the trunk, root. So these are the general parts of the trees. First, let me read the poem. Just listen the lines carefully. The banyan is the largest of trees. The pupil quivers in the breeze. The coconut grows up straight and tall. The neem tree's fruits are very small. The tamarind gives us pleasant shade. The date's leaf is as sharp as a blade. The teak tree gives us useful wood. The mango gives us fruit that is good. So here let us see about the first two lines. The banyan is the largest of trees. So here what the poet is coming to say means the banyan tree is a very big tree while comparing to all other trees. Here the largest means, what is the meaning for the largest means? Biggest or very big. So it is while comparing to other trees. So the banyan tree, it is a very big tree. Next tree, what the poet is saying here is the pupil. So what is the meaning? Tamil meaning pupil means here Arasamaram we used to say, that is pupil tree. So the pupil quivers in the breeze. Here the quivers, what is the meaning for quivers means it shakes quickly, shaking. So here the pupil quivers in the breeze. So what the pupil tree is doing means it is moving softly in the wind. Okay, breeze means soft or gentle wind. Make note of it. So it is. So what the tree is doing? It is shaking softly in the breeze. So what the tree is doing? It is moving. It is shaking gently in the soft wind. So next, what we are going to see about us, the coconut tree. Here the coconut grows up straight and tall. So here the poet introduces about the coconut tree. So what the coconut tree is doing, it is growing straight. Straight is vertical. So vertically it is growing and it is growing very tall. It is not bending anywhere. So the coconut grows up straight and tall, so it does not have branches like that of other trees. Next, the poet is saying about the neem tree. So the neem tree's fruits are very small. Here they are mentioning about the fruits of the neem tree. So what the poet is describing here, the neem tree fruits. Okay, how it is means it is very small. The neem tree's fruits are very small. So here next the poet is introducing the tamarind tree. So you all know about tamarind tree. So what the tamarind tree is doing here? It is giving the pleasant shade. So pleasant they have given the meaning as enjoyable, very nice. Pleasant is enjoyable or nice. So it is giving a very good shade. Shade you all know, that is shadow. So if it is hot for us, if we are standing under the tree, it will be giving, usually in the hot season the trees will be giving pleasant shade. Likewise here the tamarind tree, it is giving a pleasant shade, a enjoyable shade here. Okay, next the poet is introducing about the dates tree. So usually what that is dates leaf, how it will be. So dates leaf, it will be too sharp like that of a blade. So how the blade will be? It will be too sharp. Likewise, here the dates leaf, it will be too sharp, and usually these trees we will not be we cannot see here. That is, we can found these type of trees in the desert region. Usually the dates tree grow in the desert region. Like Arabian countries, we can see the dates trees. Next, the poet is introducing about the teak tree. So here teak tree, you all know, that is in Tamil we will say Thekkumaram. So the teak tree gives us useful wood. Wood means timber. Okay, so what the teak tree is doing here? It is giving a useful wood, that is it is giving a timber. So with the help of wood, what we are doing? With the help of the wood, we are doing the furnitures like chair, table, like wooden table, wooden chair. So from the teak tree, we are making use of the wood. Next, what the poet is introducing? At last he is introducing the mango tree. So the mango tree, it is giving a healthy food. Okay, so what we are doing, just we can get mango fruit from the mango tree. So the mango gives us fruit, that is good. So that is mango fruit is good for our health. So if you are eating fresh fruits and vegetables, it is good for health. If you are eating junk food, it is not good and useful for health. So here mango tree, it is giving mango fruit, that is very good for health. Likewise, the poet is describing the variety of trees. So students, I hope you have understand the usefulness of the trees. So next we'll see the mind map. So for the poem trees, so first is we have seen the banyan tree. So here banyan means largest tree. Next we are going to see pupil. It is shaking, that is moving or shaking in the breeze. Next coconut tree, what it is doing? It is grows straight and tall. Next is neem tree. So the fruits are very tiny. Tiny here refers to small. So what the people will be doing with the neem fruit means, they used to collect and they used to sell the neem fruits in the shop for money. Next here is tamarind. It is giving an enjoyable shade. Next is dates leaf. It is too sharp. Next we have seen teak tree. It gives us wood. So the wood is used to, that is, make furnitures like that. Next is mango tree. So the fruit is very good for health as well as it is a tasty fruit. So that's all about the poem trees. So hope you have understood the poem.